All right, folks, welcome to the video. Anthony Special here with Hawkeye Traders. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Looking forward to sharing this information with you because it's useful, right? So the point of these videos that I put together every day for you is not only to give you a lesson, right, so that you understand the perception of what volume can allow you to see that price action alone or traditional indicators will not. I do this so that you guys have a complete understanding of why it's so important. So, economic news releases. If you guys are pre-market traders, I am. I normally trade from 7 or 8 in the morning till about noontime. Sometimes I'm done before I finish my first cup of coffee. Other days it's coffee, breakfast, lunch, snack, and then maybe we get a trade in. But I want to talk about specifically economic news releases, economic data. Very common for economic data to be released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's New York Seaboard time. That's where I'm located. So as you can see, we're looking at the S&P 500. This is a 3-minute candle chart. So that means each rotation or each candle represents 3 minutes of price action. So looking carefully here at the 8:30 candle, you could see we made a very, very aggressive push higher, and we failed to ultimately go beyond, right? Super ultra high buying volume comes into the market down here, and we fail to have any follow through. So what does that tell me? That tells me that this specific candle is full of what? Emotion, right? Emotion. That's what it shows me. Shows me that traders, whether it's algorithmic or not, based on the data that was released, had an emotional reaction. You can notice that I plotted a line above and a line below the high and the low of that candle. We have still, many hours later, yet to push through the high of that candle. But what have we managed to do? We did, however, manage to fall below it, right? Which ultimately took us into new lows for the session. When we break below it, what's the first target? Of course, the lows that we've already created prior to, right? We went on to impulse, consolidate, correct, retest this downward trend line, and ultimately go on even deeper to create a new low. Guys, if you are not recognizing high or ultra high, more important, volume candles, if you are not focused on what we call at Hawkeye wide bars, our wide bars print in this magenta purple color, okay? It's basically just telling you, based on a calculation of the prior 14 bars, this one was in excess of a certain percentage, right? So you could try to do that on your own, or you could just use our very affordable indicators, where you can see blatantly where all the emotion occurred. And then if you notice in the 2 candles beyond that, we printed neutral volume. That means there was no more continued buying interest. And then ultimately we went on to start selling through the low of that candle. How powerful would it be if you understood where the emotion was occurring and then where either the buyers gain control above or the sellers gain control below? Do you think that could be useful? I do. How do I know it's useful? Well, because I do this for a living, right? I do this every day. You could see when we broke down here and retested, just into the prior session lows, we dropped 44 ticks. And to the session low beyond that, about 115 ticks. So that's pretty substantial, in my opinion. If you're a trader of the S&P 500 or you trade the NASDAQ, certainly always a good idea to keep an eye on what the S&P 500 is doing, simply because it will give you insight, into the other markets, as the S&P does provide the largest amount of liquidity to change hands with each passing day. So the question is, are you ready to take the next step in your trading journey? It doesn't matter if you're a new trader or you've been trading for a while. If volume and price action, and particularly the interaction between the two, is not the forefront of your approach to the market, guys, unfortunately, you're probably missing the bigger picture, and my goal is to help you see it. So I invite you to go below this video, click on the links, consume the content, reach out to myself or my Hawkeye Concierge team with any questions you may have. Let's get the indicators in your hands. Let's get you access to the Hawkeye Volume Mastery series, okay, so that you can start to put together in your mind when you see an interaction between volume and price action of what may transpire beyond that. And what may transpire beyond that may very well be your profits for any given day. Now, this approach, while I trade intraday, can be traded day trading, swing trading, position trading. You can use this for stocks, futures, forex, and cryptocurrencies, okay? And our indicators populate on TradingView, TradeStation, NinjaTrader, and MetaTrader. So, no excuses, guys. Take a little bit of time, invest in watching the video through the link below, right? Reach out to us, ask us your questions. Let us help you take the next step in your trading career. I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Thank you for being here.